myself this solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash, but fancy was my name.
That is the one and only Reba McEntire singing Fancy, a fan favorite double platinum hit for the country superstar back in 1991. Of course, I probably didn't need to tell you who it was, because in Nashville, some artists require only a single name. Dolly, Garth, Reba McEntire came to town nearly 5 decades ago when she was just a young rodeo queen with a knockout voice. Since then, Reba has sold some 60 million albums, racked up 24 #1 songs, and she's become a star on screen, too, earning a Golden Globe nomination for her hit show, Reba. Willie got together with the Queen of Country in New York this spring for a Sunday sit-down and a round of the game she loves to play at home.
Willie, good luck.
You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Okay, good luck to you too.
Do you really mean that?
Not at all.
Reba McEntire is always up for a little friendly competition.
There it is. Oh, no. That was clean,
That
too.
was like...
The country icon unwinding last spring at the end of another sold-out cross-country tour. This one with new stops at the Hollywood Bowl and the world's most famous arena.
You're here because you just wrapped up your latest tour, and you did it at Madison Square Garden. And I was surprised to hear it was the first time you'd ever played there. What was that experience like for you?
I went into it's just another arena because it holds such history for me and my family. Grandpap roped there during the rodeo in the 30s. Daddy roped there during the rodeo in the 40s. And it felt like they were with us there at Madison Square Garden Saturday night.
How do you describe the sensation of walking out on stage? What does that feel like?
Everybody wants to be loved and accepted. I'm no different. I mean, we're up there on the stage, razzle-dazzle, but we're very insecure people in the inside. And after the second song, the applause went on for a long time. And I got very emotional. I mean, I was crying, but the show must go on. So mascara down the face, whatever, you got to keep on going.
Reba has been going since she first broke into song with her siblings while growing up in rural Oklahoma.
When did you realize I might be pretty good at this? Was there a moment you remember?
First grade.
Really?
Yeah, I sang Away in a Manger at the Christmas program there at Kiowa High School. I wanted attention, and I figured out the best kind of attention I could get was when I would sing. Not running barrels, not playing basketball, but singing. That's when everybody kind of leaned forward and listened a little bit more.
At 19, McEntire sang the Star-Spangled Banner at the 1974 National Rodeo Finals in Oklahoma City, a performance that changed her life. Country singer Red Steagall happened to be in the crowd that day. He was so impressed by McEntire's talent, he invited her to Nashville, where she soon signed a record deal.
So that's your first contract, and you think, okay, here we go. I've made it in Nashville. But it took a little while.
Yeah.
It was kind of a slow burn. Is that fair to say?
Baby steps, slow burn. Yeah, I thought once you had a record on the radio, you're rich. You know, you have a tour bus, big mansion. No, I was living in a $10 a month rent house in Oklahoma. Had to haul our own water.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Not the glamorous life you'd heard about.
No.
So what kept you going through those obstacles?
Curiosity, faith, especially in the hard times, the bad times, the sad times, my faith.
With that faith and some patience, McEntire landed her first #1 song in 1982 with Can't Even Get the Blues.
I can't even get to blues no more.
Her first gold album came 4 years later with Whoever's in New England, which earned Reba her first Grammy Award, too. 24 of McEntire's songs have reached #1 among her 60 top 10 hits. The music videos that came along with those songs opened a new door in Reba's career.
It got me into acting a little bit, and so that little itch was there for a while. When I finally got to do the videos, I saw, oh, I like this.
Which then turns into a screen career.
Yeah.
Doing movies, you get a hit sitcom, Reba.
Yeah.
Get nominated for a Golden Globe Award. You play Annie Oakley on Broadway. At what point did you decide, like, music's going well, let's try some of this other stuff too?
Well, Mom always said I have the attention span of a 2-year-old. So I have to have different things. I do something so long, do the same thing, I get bored. I think people took me more seriously after I did Annie Get Your Gun, and it just kind of gave me a little bit more, I don't know, power or credentials. And people thought, well, she did that, she could do a sitcom. I didn't know anything about that business.
Kind of faking your way through it a little bit.
Smoking bells and whistles.
Already the author of 2 books, Reba released a 3rd in October called Not That Fancy, along with an album of the same name.
We talk about family, friends, how to throw a party that's not so fancy. That's my kind of party.
Yes.
You know, I don't really care if everything matches, or sometimes I ask to use real plates instead of paper plates. But I love solo cups. I think that's the main message of the book. Don't not have a party because everything doesn't look right, or you didn't have time to get this ready. Just go have fun.
And have some solo cups.
And lots of solo cups.
What do you think about the term icon or legend or trailblazer?
When I hear those words, I think Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, Tammy Wynette, Barbara Mandrell, Anne Murray, Minnie Pearl. All of those women are the pioneers, the icons, the legends that I got to learn from.
But there are a whole bunch of young artists in Nashville. You are that person for them. Is that a cool feeling?
It's a cool feeling. It's a huge responsibility because in my span that I get to do this, I want to find ways of doing it better so it'll make it easier on them. Then it's their responsibility to move forward, find a better way of doing something for the people coming up next behind them.
Icon on stage.
Oh, way to go.
And a fierce competitor in backyard games.
Oh, over the top. Really wins.
It was an honor just to compete with you.
Thank you ever so much. I will never live this day.
Reba writes about her love of cornhole and a whole lot more in her book, Not That Fancy, a book that, by the way, is now a bestseller. And the album debuted at #1 on the current country album chart. Thanks to the Ivory Peacock in New York for hosting Willie and Reba's conversation. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full extended interview with Reba McEntire. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.